Mason Greenwood again. How many times have I said this? How many times shall we beg whoever is concerned to bring this boy back to Manchester United? Greenwood was the star of the show. He didn't score, he didn't assist, but he initiated the comeback for Getafe as they did draw against Atletico Madrid in their own yard, the Wanda Metropolitano. One of the toughest atmospheres, 3-all draw, and Greenwood has single-handedly inspired this Getafe to a mid-table team currently lying 8th on the log. What a player. 3 goals, 4 assists so far in La Liga. But that alone, if you follow stats alone, you won't get a proper idea of how impactful this boy is for Getafe. The things he does running through that right wing with both his left and right foot. The first goal they scored, he forced a powerful shot with the right from a tight angle towards the edge of the box. Powerful shot, beats off his man as he always does, dazzling and dancing around guys. Takes a powerful shot, it's deflected for someone to just finish. This every goal they scored, he initiated. These are the things, the moves we are lacking in the right wing at Manchester United. A half-fit Greenwood is better than a fully fit £85 million Anthony, better than a £400,000 per week paid Marcus Rashford. He is better than the upcoming Facundo Pellistri. Mason Greenwood has got to be playing football, and he has got to be at Old Trafford. That's where he has got to be. I feel like, and I've heard that according to Sir Jim Ratcliffe, the plan is not to buy so many players in Jan, which I understand. In fact, I like it because after the advent of Kobe Maino, I think it should have changed our plans now because we've got our Messi. Maino is our Messi right now. He is the player around which we should be building. So if you see him and you know how he played with the guys against Liverpool, you saw that our problems maybe are not actually the same problems we've been talking about. I don't think, for example, for me now, our biggest problem is a centre back. Our problem is more of a right back and a winger on the left. The left wing is dead. Rather, on the right. The right wing is dead. A winger on the right. So the right back and the right wing, they are dead. Greenwood alone, give him one Bissaka behind him. You don't need Dalot to overlap. To overlap what? Greenwood alone will do everything you need to be done from the right winger. He's doing this at Getafe. 3 assists, 3 goals and 4 assists. That cannot, I think, doesn't even give a proper, stats alone won't give a proper idea of what this boy is doing in that league. How he has transformed that team to a mid-table team now. They are 8th on the pile. They can only go higher. It is clear they can only go higher. Greenwood is having fun. He's such a natural with both feet. He's beating off players. The things Anthony tries to do every day, this boy does for fun, effortlessly. He's such a naturally gifted player. Put him next to Kobe Maino. With Kobe Maino playing as a number 10, shielded behind by Amrabat and Casemiro as the 2 blocking midfielders, that Kobe Maino will open up any defense, and trust you me, his interplay with Greenwood, Rasmus Højlund and Garnacho on the right might create something orgasmic for Manchester United fans. That would be orgasmic football. This is exactly what we have. And I'm not talking about signing any player. Even if in this January we say the only thing we are going to do, Sir Jim Ratcliffe, is to bring Greenwood back to Old Trafford, I think 90% of the Manchester United fans will be happy. Those who are against him playing ever again for United will have doubts unless they don't love the club. Because, I mean, what is so personal against Greenwood that you have against him that he's the best player of all our players currently active. He's the best player. And you're saying he can't play. Why? Because of allegations that were dropped against him. That would be hypocrisy of the highest order. So for me, the reality is the only move that Manchester United has got to do in Jan. Yes, it can be, and I would want it to be a dry window, a dry January transfer window for United. Not so much business made, but bring back Mason Greenwood. Bring back Mason Greenwood. Bring back Mason Greenwood. Bring back Mason Greenwood. I don't know how many times I've said this. I don't know how many times I will say it. This is the time. This is the time to bring back Greenwood. When we are rebuilding, when we have got a player to build the team around. United was rushing into transfers and like we've been doing before without a direction. Right now, Kobe Maino has given us the direction. He has shown us that he's the player on which around whom to build the team. Find players who can play well with him. He has already shown us that our problems are different, not exactly the centre back, not exactly A striker, yes, we need a striker to back up Hoyland, understandably, to replace Anthony Martial. But that's the bigger elephant in the United room now, because even the 72 million pound striker is not getting balls. So what business do you have bringing another one? Who is going to feed them? So if you bring a backup for Hoyland, is the problem Hoyland not being able to score goals, or is the problem him not getting balls to score? You know that Greenwood is going to be getting the balls. So if you're going to be solving the problem we have as United now, bring a person who is going to feed Rasmus Hoyland the balls. His name is Mason Greenwood. How much does he cost? Do you know what? Nothing, because he's a United player. We are paying his wages at Getafe. Just call him back from his loan. He has proven that he's actually fit enough. And you can say the La Liga is a weaker league than the Premier League. That's nonsense. A half quarter fit Greenwood is better than a fully fit 85 million pounds Anthony Dos Santos, better than a fully fit upcoming Facundo Pellistri, better than a 400,000 pounds per week Marcus Rashford. Bring back Greenwood. That is the message. That's the noise also Man United supporters should be making going into the January transfer window. It's just days away, just under 2 weeks away. Guys, we need to make that case now. The only decision that is going to make Sir Jim Ratcliffe look serious when he comes in is bringing back Greenwood. We shall deal with what happens. Of course, there are sections of fans that will be hostile. I can honestly tell you the same hostile fans will be converted after one game of him dazzling and dancing around the right wing. But if they try to do anything against him in the stands, there's so many that are pro him returning will be the first ones to stop them. So there will be, of course, unrest a bit, a small season of unrest. But I mean, what's the worst that can happen? Because he's not guilty of anything. He's not guilty of anything. So the boy has proven that he's fit enough to play football, and he's still there. And clubs are looking at him. Atletico want him. I saw Antoine Griezmann praising him after the game. They see him. They've been inquiring about him. Barcelona and Javi, imagine putting that boy in Barcelona. Real Madrid obviously would want to build him and because he's a star anyway, they will want to partner him with probably Mbappe when they get him. Imagine Mbappe flying on the left and Greenwood on the right, and in the middle they have Jude Bellingham. Madrid do know the asset that boy is. United, who own the asset, are there trying to be all hypocrites and trying to be so careful of what, I wonder, trying to be so, I mean, for us, we care about what our fans feel. Which fans, the majority or the minority? Because I think, and I know for a fact, the comments here will show the likes. The majority of United fans would want Greenwood back. But the boy is doing things, he's working wonders. 3 goals and 4 assists is not a proper representation of the impact he has had on Getafe since he joined. So for me, going into January, my morning run today is about Greenwood. He does it again and again and again. And unfortunately, we keep struggling. The problem at United right now is the dead right wing, both the back, but give Greenwood Bissaka behind him. Forget about Dalot. Give Greenwood Bissaka behind him to stay there. Let Bissaka just come and win balls like he's good at. Greenwood will manage the right wing. Garnacho will fly on the left. Rasmus Hoyland will be spoiled with Kobe Maino behind him as the number 10. Rasmus Hoyland will score goals for fun. I can guarantee you Hoyland will score more goals than Erling Haaland if he has Greenwood, Garnacho, and Kobe Maino surrounding him. Honestly, give me your 2 cents. Hotspot. I'll catch you later.